Hey guys, Brandi here, and welcome to the second installment of Draw With Me. So I'm going to explain things as I go. I have a plan. So basically I was a little bored and decided to log into deviantArt, which, if you are into art whatsoever, I'm sure you know about deviantArt. And basically, I got a notification on something called the Summer Card Project. And I've never heard of this before. I know that deviantArt does their competitions, or not competitions, their contests and such, and other things, but it's been a very long time since I actually was super active on DeviantArt. I think like everyone kind of gets into it more like when they're a teenager, I feel. I started out on there. I got into DeviantArt when I was in high school. Sorry, setting up my mirror here. And I've only ever done one type of not a contest. I don't remember exactly, but it was like the it was like not anti-drug, not, it's like Rise Above or something like that. All I know was that the thing said that if you put in an entry that you would get a free t-shirt. And I was like, of course I want a free t-shirt. So I submitted an entry and got my t-shirt. Anyway, so what this is about is, I believe this is the first year that they're doing this in the summertime. Normally they do holiday cards during the holidays. But you send them a card that you make or that you decorate or whatever, and they give it to hospital patients. And I thought that was really cool. So if you haven't guessed by now, yes, my Little Red Riding Hood card is up on my Etsy, but this will not be going up on my Etsy because this needs to go to some person in a hospital somewhere. And I love that idea of, I don't care that, oh, I don't get paid for it, or, you know, when you do submit a card that is acceptable to give, then they give you a free month of like the subscription or whatever. And I need this to dry. In between, I need this to dry before I continue, so I'm gonna like fan this a little bit. But anyway, so you send your card out to DeviantArt. They give you an address to send your card to, and you know, there are rules about what you can send and what you can put on there and stuff. So, you know, it's just really easy guidelines to follow. Not that hard. But anyway, so yeah, my idea was I'm gonna make these purple mountains and I'm gonna draw a little galaxy up here. And on the inside, I'm gonna put a quote that I found that says, look at the stars instead of the darkness. Because I know, like, I wanted to make something easy. Because, you know, you never know if someone's gonna get it and they're gonna hate it and just throw it away. Okay, that was a horrible example. Don't listen to me. Okay. I didn't want to put like 20 man hours into it. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm not caring, but you know, I am hand painting it. I'm just not gonna like break my back over creating something so amazing. I just wanted to make something simple, something cute, something that will hopefully make the receiver smile. I think that's good. And I was really excited about it, so I wanted to jump on it. And I've made designs like this before, and they're really simple and easy. And I just thought I would do it. So, going with the purple mountains now. And apparently the AC wants to turn on. I'm not going to turn it off because it's 10:30 at night right now, and my husband is home, and I am not going to have him suffer in the heat at the expense of my audio. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Oh yeah. Getting those peaks. Whoops. Oh well. I think that is pretty good for our mountain base. Now, it has had a high of like 104 today. I'm really looking forward to fall. I'm especially looking forward to Halloween since my 1-year wedding anniversary is on Halloween. I got married on Halloween last year. Yeah. Whoops. Let's not get crazy now. So, I'm gonna start making the sky. If I haven't talked about it already, I cannot get over the Hydrus watercolors that I mentioned in my last video. And even I know people get so worked up when they find out a video is sponsored. I can tell you this. One, I have 43 subscribers right now. There's no way in Zeus's blue ocean that I would ever have a sponsored video. And the second thing is, if I was ever sponsored by Hydrus, I would poop myself because that would be the most awesome thing to ever happen to me. I'm gonna get some galaxy up in here without sounding too weird. Yeah. I always like to kind of work quickly when I'm trying to make galaxies and stuff because they blend together beautifully when everything around it is still a little wet. I mean, excuse me. Even then you still want to work quickly kind of anyway. And then some of this will turn purple. I'm accidentally going over my mountain here, but we'll make it work. But I kind of want everything to flow together as soon as possible. I mean, it's always nice when you work in layers, and that can make some beautiful effects. But again, I don't want to spend forever on this. Especially since my last video got cut into 2 pieces. I kind of wanted to make this one to make it just a little more enjoyable. You know what? I should totes message ALB in Whisperland about this. I mean, I'm subscribed to her regular channel too, but her cards are the main reason I got started into this. So I would love to see a card from her going to this cause. Just putting some more pink in there so it's not so, like, so dark. I was working on a painting earlier today for my sister-in-law, and it was a big, not big, it was 11 by 14 painting of actually snowy mountains and a very detailed galaxy. And whenever I'm working on large galaxies, I tend to procrastinate, because when it is bigger, I do like to put more detail into it, which means working in layers, like I said, but then you have to like wait for the layers to dry in between, and it just gets really tedious, and I get a little impatient, and I tend to slack off a little bit. I'm just dropping some white dots in here to add some easy texture. Oh yeah. Oh, see how it spiders off like that? Awesome sauce. Beautiful. So I think I want to leave the mountains plain. I don't think I'm going to do anything really special to the mountains. So I'm actually going to stop recording for a second. I'm going to let this dry and then we'll get back to it. Okay guys, so this is dry now. And by the way, I am going to put the link in the description to all the information on this project, by the way, because you don't have to be a part of deviantArt to take part in this. So yeah. I am going to ghetto. I'm gonna use this palette and I'm gonna put it like this because I don't want to get flecks on the mountains, because I'm about to splatter stars on this because it makes life easier. And then when I remove that, then I will manually add stars at the bottom. Actually, I'm going to use a smaller brush than this, because the bigger brush you use, you tend to get more accidental blobs than little sprinkly stars. Or I could like flick a little bit off onto a paper towel first. Oh, look at the stars. I'm gonna make some more concentrated areas. I think that's good. Yay, our mountains are speckle free. And I'm actually going to take this pen that you have seen before that I used in my last video to highlight and just add a little something around the bottom here. Oh, see, like I accidentally kind of got my rinsing water mixed in with the paint, which is like go me, but it kind of faded it out a little bit, but what are you gonna do? You can't win them all. I'm gonna add a little bit of sparklies. And I am gonna draw a little moon. Just a little teeny tiny crescent moon. It's not that great looking. It's like liquid eyeliner when you keep messing up, so you go over it, but you just kind of making it worse and worse. Wow, that looks awful. Let's try to fix that. I'm gonna take this little brush and dip into my black here. I cannot seem to make this okay looking. Wow, failure. Sorry. No talkie when the concentrating. I think that's as good as it's getting right now. I'm still trying to pull through here. That's a little better. It ain't so bad. Okay, so I am gonna take off the tape. I am gonna put a little something in the inside, so there is more to come. Hold still, dang it. Oh, this is my favorite part. Except it's tearing away at this, so it makes me a little anxious with the little tearing noises. Oops. Man, I do try to untack this a little bit before I put it on there so I don't have to worry about it ripping the card, which I have definitely done before, which is always fun, so I'm being sarcastic. It's not fun. Okay, so here is the outside so far. I mean, well, not so far, it's done. But then we're gonna do a little work on the inside, which I'm gonna wait for morning to do. So it's gonna be 1 second for you, but it's gonna be like 8 or 9 or 10 hours for me. So I will see you in the morning. Okay guys, we are back. It is the next morning and we are going to finish this. So I'm just gonna make the inside pretty simple. I'm just gonna put like a little patch of galaxy and I'm gonna make it pretty light so that I can easily write on top of it. I'm just gonna make it kind of random here. Whoops, wrong color. Definitely my favorite color palette to use when I make galaxies is blues and pinks and purples. I just think it's really easy or I should say it's kind of harder to make mistakes when you're using this color palette, just because they really blend together nicely. You know, when as you can see, my pink is running into my blue and it makes purple, and when the blue runs into purple, it just makes it a nice purple. But yeah, I'm gonna make it a little cooler. Some blue. I think that looks pretty good, but we have some like water buildup down here. Making a little puddle that's gonna take forever to dry. So I'm just kind of like picking it up with my brush and then patting it on my paper towel over here. And you can like pick it up in other spots too. It is taking away the paint, so it kind of makes it a little lighter, just in case you accidentally go a little too dark. And then I'm just kind of doing whatever. That's the cool thing about galaxies, you can do whatever. And then in about 4 or 5 days, I'm gonna have like 4 or 5 days off of work, and I will be able to do so much stuff. Alright, I am quickly going to let that dry. Alright, that is now dry. I will admit that I held it in front of a fan. So I am going to go ahead and write the quote. Look at the stars instead of the dark. Actually, I'm going to go over that just so they can read it good. I'm actually going to send this out today before I leave for work. Thought about making it in white, but my gel pen isn't that fantastic, so I didn't want to spend a million years trying to make it really opaque. But I am going to use this to make a few stars. watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little video. Again, I'm gonna have links to all the information on the summer card project in the description below. And like I said, you do not have to be a part of deviantArt to participate in this project. So if you would like to maybe put a smile on someone's face, then I suggest you go ahead and do it. It's really easy. Alrighty, I hope you had a fun time watching me, I guess. Please like and subscribe if you would like to see more of these videos, and I will see you next time.